Hey, so this week what we're going to be doing on our 2 days of activity is going to be working on our handstand progression. Now, since we are at home and we're not at school and we can't necessarily guarantee that everyone has a spotter at home, is we are going to be working on doing a handstand against the wall. So those of you who can already do a handstand and you can do it freestanding without any assistance with a spotter or a wall, awesome. I'm still going to ask that you guys follow the progression that we're having for you guys here. Now, obviously, if you have the space, you can practice doing a full handstand even if you haven't done it before. But again, you need to make sure you have fall down space so you're not running into a couch, a table, piano, over the railing of a stairs, whatever. So the 4 steps that we're going to be doing on our first day are wrist mobility, hollow hold, which is a core holding position, loading our shoulders with weight, and then finally we're going to get you into a crow pose. With our wrist mobility, the reason we're working on that is that we need you to be able to have your hands as flat as possible against the ground, and again, loading all the way through our shoulders and then having our hips directly above our shoulders as well. So you need all your body weight to be able to sustain onto your shoulders and again onto your hands. So we're going to be working on that wrist mobility. Second thing with our hollow hold, that is a core exercise, and the reason why we want to be in that hollow hold is that we need to connect our upper half to our lower half. And those of us who have a weaker core, okay, our upper half and our lower half move separately, okay, because our core is not strong enough to hold it together, and then our handstand's not going to be as strong and stable as we possibly can make it. The third thing that we want to work on is our shoulder load. So we need you to be able to load as much of your body weight into your shoulders as possible. So we're going to do one exercise to show us how confident we are in our shoulder load. And then finally, what we're going to be doing on day 1 is our crow pose. From there, what's going to happen on our next lesson is that we are going to work on doing a handstand against a wall. So you are going to make sure you have space somewhere in your home that you can do this against a wall. Some people do it in their garage. Some people have done it on the side of their house. But I'm going to show you the space in my basement that I had set up for this. And we're going to either doing it from a pike position facing the wall and creeping back up against the wall, or we're going to do it where we're going to start in that stretch position and then kick up into a full handstand against the wall. And then finally, what we're going to be doing on the second day is learning how to fall or fail doing a handstand and how we can do that safely. All right, so here we go. Make sure you have your space set up so you can get this done. If you want blankets and pillows and things around you, you can definitely add that as well. Wrist mobility exercises. What I want you to do is to pause the video between each one. First exercise is wrist circles. You're going to go 10 repetitions with outside circles and 10 repetitions for inside circles. Now place your palms flat on the ground and rock forward to feel this in your wrists and forearms. Continue with the same exercise. Now lift up onto your fingers to stretch through your palms. Now rock back and forth again with your fingertips pointing towards your knees. Next, flip your palms towards the ceiling and fingertips away from your knees. This one might be a little bit more intense. Finally, palms up, fingertips towards each other, and put slight pressure down. Next step is our hollow hold progression for our core. I want you to watch the series of 4 exercises and then pause the video and complete 10 of each one. We're going to start with a tuck, hugging our knees. As you rock back and forth, you want to have your abs so engaged that you're able to rock smoothly from back to front. Next, you're going to do the same tuck, but now you're going to lift your arms so your biceps are squeezing your ears. Again, rocking back and forth smoothly on your spine. You should not feel like you're clunking forward and back. Third is a half pike with one knee drawn up towards your chest and one leg extended, keeping those arms extended above your head. And finally, you're going to be in a full pike position, again, rocking smoothly along your back as much as you can, legs extended and arms extended. These exercises should get progressively more challenging as you go through each one. Next, to work on our shoulder load, we want you to get as comfortable as you possibly can, putting your body weight onto your shoulders. To do this, I want you to have your hands and your knees on the ground and lift your knees about 2 inches up off of the ground. That should put some more weight into your shoulders. Then you're going to lean your shoulders ahead of your hands as far as you possibly can, feeling comfortable, keeping those knees up off the ground. As you watch me doing the full exercise here, I want you to rock forward and back about 10 times, leaning further forward every single time you go. If you notice, I have my hands directly underneath my rib cage. The fourth step to our handstand progression is going into the crow pose, which is an amped up version of loading weight onto our shoulders. Ultimately, what your goal is to have your knees on the sides of your elbows and your feet up off of the ground, balancing all your weight in your shoulders. A couple things you'll notice here is my middle finger is pointing straight ahead. I'm trying to adjust the sides of my knees onto my elbows. And again, I can lift my toes or I can keep them down on the ground. It is completely up to your comfort level.